All right, so the message to Port Harcourt fans, see this as Enyimba of Nigeria, not the Enyimba of Aba. It's a Nigerian team against an Egyptian side. And if you remember what Egypt did to us en route to 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, then you know it's time for us to take our pounds. Take our pounds of flesh. But we wish Enyimba the best of luck. And by the time we are back on Monday, I'm sure we'll have good stories to tell about that game. The most important thing for Enyimba, go for a win. It doesn't matter what kind of win. Just go for a win. And that will be good enough. All right, let's come home, Alfred, and take a look at domestic football. But before we go into the fixtures for March day 24 in the Nigeria Professional Football League, let's just quickly announce to you that our friends, league bloggers, they've been doing a fantastic job rewarding the best players and the best coaches in Nigeria month after month. And this time, it is Paul Agbogun of Enyimba who has to translate this form to the continent. He's the manager of the month. And of course, Wiki and top scorer in the league so far this season with 13 goals, Godwin Obaje is the best player of the season from the league bloggers. Best player of the month. I beg your pardon, of the month by the league bloggers so far. So congratulations, Agbogun. Congratulations,
Obaje.
Godwin Obaje.
Yeah.
Godwin. Yeah. Because there are two Obajes. There are two Obajes. There's a Joshua and there's a Godwin. This is Godwin. All right. Alfred, March the 23 of the Nigeria Professional Football League. Let's just run through the fixtures now. I'm going to come to you to pick out some of the outstanding games that you look forward to. For us in Lagos, we're already anticipating a mouth-watering fixture on Sunday at the Agege Stadium because the Oluyole Warriors are coming to town and they will be the guest of MFM of Lagos. Ifeanyi will be hosting Rivers United. That also is a good game. Two football playing sides. Then you have Lobby Stars will be hosting Ikorodu United. On their way to the game today, Ikorodu got involved in an accident. Thankfully, the players are recovering. No fatal injury. But we thank God that at least they are all alive. They are recuperating. And we'll find out if that game will still be able to go on as scheduled. Aqua United will be playing Academy Warriors of Maiduguri at the Nest of Champions, the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo. League leaders, Wiki Tourists will be playing Pillars. This is another big game this weekend. Top of the table clash. Wiki against Pillars. That's the kind of game that you like to see. Abia Warriors is a derby. This game will be live on TV, cable TV, courtesy of the right owners, Super Sports. Abia Warriors against Heartland FC, massive, that one. Warri Wolves against Plateau United, and then Tornadoes of Minna against Rangers International. That game will be played at the Confluence Stadium in Lokoja. Alfred, a lot of games to look forward to.
But if you look at the Wiki Tourist
Pillars
game, first against fourth also. Pillars, their results of late have not been good. And
there are reports that Baba Ganaru is under pressure.
The job is on the line. Whether he will get something, I think if he's able to pull
about this time last season, Alfred, that's the same time that Modi... but now Baba Ganaru is going through the same.
I mean, it's like, I don't know if it's a mid-season slump for them, but one would have expected, especially the result last weekend, where they went 2 goals up against Warri Wolves. At the end of the day, that game ended 2-2 because Warri Wolves came back to draw that game.
The home invisibility of Pillars is no longer there.
I mean, teams like Ikorodu United will go to Kano
and score
and threaten to even hold them.
But that's the beauty of the game.
Enyimba
beat them at home.
Beat them at home. So for this season, you see a Kano Pillar side have recruited. They recruited a lot of new players joined them.
Good players.
Good players joined them, and you begin to wonder where really.
There is no pressure of continental football.
They are not playing continental football.
They are out of the FA Cup. Wow.
So it puts them on in all sorts of problems. For Wiki, I can tell you that game in Bauchi will command a full house because that at Tafawa Balewa, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa Stadium, Wunti Gate, because it's not a Bauchi was where I did my youth service, so used to the place. It's going to be a full house between supporters of Kano Pillars and Wiki. I know for Pillar supporters, they are all over the place, they are, especially in the north. So I think if Pillars apply themselves very well, they might just get something better.
Against the table topping.
For Meikaba and his boys.
Interestingly, Meikaba is a former Pillars coach.
they got an away and a draw against Heartland of Away, who also in trouble. So that's one game I think our eyes will be on, because it will tell a win for Wiki Tourists will just perhaps maybe open a gap at the top. Because if Rivers United lose to maybe Fanyoba, which for Rivers United today, I think they've turned the corner. They've turning out consistent, good results. Their players are showing up. Obumati and the rest of the guys, Willie and the rest of the guys in Rivers. Despite their early season struggle, I think they've overcome all of that. Coach
Stanley
Aguma have been able to gel that team, knock it into a very, very solid side. When they started early, nobody gave them a chance that where they are presently. I think for Rivers United, they have it all to do against Stefan Yoba.
And of course, the game in Lagos, Shooting Stars supporters will tell you that they believe that Shooting Stars will come here and get something out of the game against MFM. Let's run quickly and take a look at the Nigeria National League, a game played today, Division A2. Supreme Court 1-0 winners over FC Zamfara. That's the Friday night game. The Friday evening game
in Abuja.
In Abuja. Supreme Court 1-0 over FC Zamfara. All right, so that's Division A2. But Division A1 fixtures this weekend. The teams in the north: Jigawa Golden Stars against Sokoto United, Shekarau Babes against Katsina United, Mighty Jets against Yarma Light of Gombe. Kogi United will be home to Kaduna United. These are the fixtures for Division A1. Division A2, Dreams of Benue against Adamawa United. Gombe United against Kwara United. Kwara have been winning all their games. Can they get something out of this game? Well, John Obu and his boys will have a lot to say about that. Wiki Feeders against FC Taraba. And, of course, we told you earlier on, Supreme Court beat FC Zamfara 1-0 in Abuja. Today. Division B1, Abia Comets against Vermont Stars. Unisem Rovers against Aqua Starlets. Delta Force came to Lagos, picked an away win last week. Will be at home to go round. And then Prime will be welcoming COD United. B2, Insurance against ABS. Gateway will be hosting Confine. Crown, buoyed by their victory in the Federation Cup over Tornadoes of Minna, will be home to Bayelsa United. And then First Bank against J. Atete of Delta. They are in the Federation Cup.
In the round of 16.
Round of 16. Good side.
Good side.
Yeah, and the proprietor of the club also plays for the team. That's amazing. He coaches and he plays. And he's the proprietor. So many roles for the man. So, you can go watch that game at the Agege Stadium. All right, so there's a lot of football this weekend from the NNL as well. And of course, by the time we are back on Monday, we'll give you all those results and tell you the stories around those games as well. We'll go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, we'll be spending time to talk Copa America Centenario on Sports Tonight. Join us again.